Once upon a time, there were two brothers who inherited their land from their parents. The land they inherited was big. The only problem is that there is a river in the middle. Both of them often visit each other using a little boat. They share everything because they love one another as family. When the time their family grew, there was jealousy and envy. Their families slander one another that ends up putting the brothers into quarrel. The two brothers ended up fighting each other. The elder brother was shocked when his younger brother told him, "You are greedy. I don't want to see you anymore. You are not my brother." Soon, they start avoiding each other. And more years have passed that they totally ignored one another. One day, a carpenter visited the home of the elder brother. He asked him, "Sir, how can I serve you? I am a carpenter." The elder brother asked, "Can you create a fence in the riverside of my house?" The carpenter said, "Sure, it is actually easy. I can even finish it today. But, sir, can I ask you, why do you want me to build a fence? There is a beautiful mountain view at the back of your house, and there are trees and even river in the side. And I noticed that there is another house opposite of yours." The elder brother was honest and said, "You know, the person living on that house is my younger brother. Because he accused and rejected me as his brother, I want you to create a wall, a fence, so that literally I will not see him anymore." The carpenter said, "Now I understand why. Okay, I will accept the job. And because you already have the materials, hopefully, if I will start this morning, I will finish it later in the afternoon." The elder brother said, "That's great. I go to the town to buy some groceries. And hopefully, when I return, the fence is finished." Later in that afternoon, as the elder brother is returning back from buying groceries from the town, he was so excited to see the wall. He is saying to himself, "Let's see if you will see me again, brother." But when he arrived, he noticed that there is no fence at the back of his house. And when he looked at the right side of his house, he was shocked because what he saw was a bridge. And this made him ask himself, didn't the carpenter understand my request? I even explained to him why I want him to create a fence. I know that my instruction is clear. Why didn't he listen to me? I will not pay him." While the elder brother was searching for the carpenter to scold him, suddenly his younger brother is running in the bridge, going towards him. Again, he tried to avoid him, but when his younger brother reached him, he was shocked because his brother kneeled down in front of him and said, "Big brother, forgive me. I know that I hurt you. I'm sorry for the things that I have said to you. I'm sorry, brother, for rejecting you. Please forgive me." The elder brother's heart melted. He picked up his younger brother and said, "Forgive me too, my brother. I hardened my heart and was cold to you for 10 years. I'm sorry for saying bad things to you, for hurting you too. I love you, my brother. We are the only family left. The younger brother cried out, saying, Thank you, big brother, for asking someone to build a bridge for us. But the elder brother admitted and was honest in saying, Brother, you know what? I didn't ask the carpenter to create a bridge. I actually asked him to create a fence. And I thank God he didn't listen to me. When the carpenter arrived back, he said, Thank God both of you are now reconciled. The younger brother said, Sir, thank you for not listening to my elder brother. The carpenter said, I know what you're going through. I actually came because I heard about you both, the brothers who ignored one another because of offenses. You know, reconciliation starts when you humble yourself, and that is to value your loved one, your relationship, rather who's right or wrong. The other thing is to communicate. That is why I created the bridge, not a fence. Because if I did, surely you will not speak to one another. And last one is to forgive each other. Now that you are restored, you can now show how much is your love for one another. The carpenter said, I need to go now so I can create more bridges in places where there are divisions, conflicts, disputes, and disunity. You see, the story teaches us and reminds us that we are brothers, coming from one family, from one tribe, coming from one creator. Allah in Arabic, Elohim in Hebrew, and God in English, all believing that we came from the God of Abraham. But we have barriers and walls that comes from our religion, culture, and tradition. These things divides us. And the other reason is no one is bridging us. According to an African proverb, we all know the truth. More connects us than separates us. But in times of crisis, the wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe. We need to be a bridge to everyone. And you can only be an effective bridge if you know the carpenter and his teachings. There is one prophet whose job is a carpenter. His name is Jesus Christ in English, Isa al-Masih in Arabic, Yeshua HaMashiach in Hebrew. This carpenter is the Messiah sent by God. He is the only person who can help us become an effective bridge to everyone. God reconciled us to himself through Jesus Christ or Isa al-Masih. He made him who had no sin to be a sin offering for us, so that in him we might become righteousness of God. And those who will put their trust in him will never be put into shame. Isa al-Masih or Jesus Christ is the only person who is from heaven, who came down, became a man, and taught us to love and pray for our enemies. He teaches us that there is no greater love than to lay down our life to our friends. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. We need to follow and study the life of the carpenter. His ways and his teachings will lead us to the path of righteousness. Together, let us learn from Isa Almase, Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, the only mediator between God and man.